Happy Wednesday, everybody. Holy crap, what's some interesting developments we've got going on here tonight for Dynamite. Moxley and Kendrick has been pulled, or at least Kendrick has been pulled, due to some of those very lovely comments he made many years ago coming to light, and a lot of people bringing that up when AEW brought him in. They got wind of it. Tony Khan made a tweet about an hour ago saying Kendrick is pulled from the show. But we've got MJF and Punk tonight. That's what's headlining. Apparently, the show is in Chicago. And place your bets. Does MJF and Punk actually happen tonight, or do they do some shenanigans to hold this thing off until Revolution? We're about to find out. It is 1 minute until the top of the hour. Blossom is in a wedding dress on fucking Big Bang Theory right now, and that's about to wrap up. And we will be ready for Dynamite. We will try to talk as we go through the night here about the Shane McMahon news as well. Shane McMahon quietly let go from WWE today. Apparently not so quietly, because the internet's been buzzing about that right off the heels of the rumors that he's got some backstage heat due to him booking himself in the Royal Rumble and stuff. Don't know the validity of that or if that's the reason or what's going on. But Shane McMahon, if your own son ain't safe, who the hell is safe in that company? You know what I mean? So Shane apparently is gone from WWE. Probably would have been best if I would have thought this through to just watch the show tonight and come up tonight and do a podcast. But we'll try to just discuss stuff as we get going. And we'll just hang out. Have a good one tonight. Good to see you guys in here. Let me say hi to Divine Ricks, who dropped $5 in earlier before I came live. Thank you for that, dude, and glad you're here. Let me get my volume up while Dynamite's about to start. So WWE released Shane but refused to release Ali. Good point. Do you think we have Punk versus MJF rematch at Revolution? Possibly. I definitely do think so. Based on how long this feud's been going now, to not hold it off until pay-per-view would be odd. So I think whatever happens here sets up the rematch. And them being in Chicago could be interesting. I'm still curious if the match, and questioning if the match is going to happen at all, much less have some shenanigans and a fucked up finish that will lead to the rematch. Might be the better way to go. Might be best to give Maxwell the win tonight, Punk the win at the pay-per-view, or vice versa. What do you think? Oh, Moxley's starting things off. All right, so we're going to find out who his replacement is, or who Spanky's replacement is. Here comes Mox. Looking good. Yes, please hit the like button. Those of you who are here, good to see. Ahmed, Jay Lambo, Casey, Chase, Deshawn's in the house. William, Rodrigo, how wheezy. Zane, did I get you? I don't think I did. Pikachu's in here. Cerebrus, little Justin. Ahmed. Rat, Nick Vash. Rock on. All right, we are here for another Dynamite. Can't get over how good Moxley looks. And I'm not currently on Twitter. I don't know if they've made an announcement who he's going to be facing here instead of Kendrick. Oh, it's going to be Wheeler Yuta. All right. He's going to face Wheeler Yuta according to the Twitter page. All right, whatever. Not as exciting as Kendrick would have been, but, you know, I guess you have the fans to thank for that one. He's been under contract to WWE for like 4 or 5 years. These comments are like 20 years old. But once he got picked up by AEW, the stupid war began. And then all of a sudden they're bringing that shit up, which, don't get me wrong, is stupid. Don't get me wrong, Tony Khan made the absolute right move. Oh, there's Danhausen. But just goes to show, if you said anything stupid in your past, especially now with the fans sticking their nose in everything, it's going to come out. Or it's going to get revisited or remembered, however you want to put it. Because most of us, I remember hearing the Kendrick shit. I just forgot. Didn't even really stay with me for very long. Because when somebody says something that stupid, like, I don't give a shit. It's stupid. It's dumb stoner conspiracy shit. You know, but I'd completely forgotten about all of that until today. All right, here comes Wheeler. Misses a running dropkick. So is Danhausen a best friend? Is he a best friend? I hope he is. Best friend Hausen. What's going on, Michael? TJ, some of Brian Kendrick's lovely comments on the Holocaust, denying that it happened, that he said many, I don't know how many years ago, feels like it's been at least 15, maybe even more, has come to light today since he's been signed by AEW, so they pulled him from the show. I was curious what that was going to be like, what the environment was going to be like for him backstage, because when that hits the internet, starts going out, and starts spreading the way it does, I'm like, he's probably got to be feeling really awkward in catering right now, like his first day on the job, back there trying to have a sandwich, like looking around, like, oh, a lot of eyeballs on me. That's got to be extremely uncomfortable. Seems like it shouldn't be hard to not say stupid shit, but it's really hard for some people. And I have no sympathy whenever it comes back to bite him in the ass. None. And also very grateful nobody recorded me saying any dumb shit, because I've said dumb shit too. I'm not above it. I'm just glad it ain't on tape. Oh, he landed real hard on the back of his neck. Come on, Yuta. Yeah, I wasn't really looking forward to Kendrick doing anything huge in the company. I just thought it was cool that he came in, and he came in so quickly after getting his reported WWE release. He was announced for Dynamite the same day it was announced that he was no longer under contract in WWE. So I was like, well, that's pretty close. He probably just had like a 30-day, Tito, what do you got down there, buddy? I got one cat going very crazy. Let me get him off my microphone cord. Come on. Zane, I didn't really see the whole Whoopi Goldberg stuff. I don't think she said the same thing. I think she was misunderstood about Jews actually being a race or something like that. I don't think she was denying the Holocaust happened. Certainly not. I don't even know why you have a show like that on TV. Like, I've never watched The View, but having 4 people discuss like the most controversial topics in the world, like, yeah, you're going to have some suspensions because people are going to either not know what they're talking about from time to time or a lot of the time, or just say something really stupid, or in the heat of an argument, go overboard and, then have to apologize and all that. I would never want to have the stress of being on a show like that. It's got to be absolutely miserable. Wheeler's got himself to the ropes. What's up, Victor? Good to see you. Yeah, interesting timing on that NFL lawsuit dropping on February 1st. Again, no sympathy for the NFL. I hope they have to pay through the nose. They're going to settle that. They don't want that getting too bad. It's probably going to be one huge settlement they're going to have to pay out. Good. Fuck them. Oh, he's raking the back of Wheeler. You never saw that in the 80s. They would always just go do it quick. The Samoans like to do that. Hogan would do it too. But Moxley was slowly raking. I think he even put some marks on Yuta. Look at his back. Oof. What's up, little Justin? My day's going great. Hope yours is too. Moxley's out of the way. Sensitivity training. Well, it'll probably be this Kendrick stuff is probably going to force, especially AEW, maybe even both companies, just to check people out before they sign them. Like, make sure there's nothing floating out around out there. Oh, there's Danhausen and Mox. And Wheeler, this is a 3-on-1. This is unfair. Mox needs Seth and Roman out there. Help him out with these guys. Little Roman Danhausen showdown. Hopefully Roman can handle the strength of Danhausen. Probably not. Roman would be fucked if he ever ran into him. Nice German. I'm assuming that's a near fall. My my stream cut out right during the German pin. Yeah, it is possible we could get some people tonight because a bunch of those non-competes ended yesterday. So Keith Lee, Ember Moon, a lot of them are available now. So it's pretty good. Ooh, they're in a good market tonight. So if you're going to debut someone and you got a big match on tap like MJF and Punk, might be the place to do it. Big splash on a Mox. Yeah, I would have came up and done a video on the Shane McMahon stuff. I didn't have time to, and I didn't have enough time to kind of read the whole story. All I know is he's gone. I'm just not sure why. So if I came up here and did a video, I'd be talking about nothing because I don't know much of the situation. But, ooh. He's got it locked. Oh, my God. He's just wearing out poor Wheeler. Ha, Joshua Aparicio, thank you for the $2. Danhausen versus Hook main event tonight. That would be interesting. Paradigm shift for the win. What was Ambrose's finisher? Was it the same thing? What did he call it in WWE? It wasn't the paradigm shift. Was it something else? I forgot already. He used the double underhook DDT too, right? I forgot what he called those moves. You make Chi-Town sing. Welcome back, Mox. A leaner, sober Mox. Well, Rodrigo, I don't think you're going to get all those people in AEW at once. To debut 6 people on one Dynamite would be crazy. Oh, look at there. There's Danielson. They crossed by each other in the aisleway a couple weeks ago, right? Oh, Dirty Deeds. That's right. Thank you. I forgot about Dirty Deeds. Oh, Danielson's got a mic in his pocket. And he's also happy to see Mox. I'll take a Danielson and Mox match at Revolution. I love Danielson in his plain white tee. You gotta love it. This is pro wrestling tee country, by the way, isn't it?
For a long time, I wanted to see us fight too. Because you were different. I wanted to see what you had. But since you've come back, we've seen a new John Moxley. Everybody, give it up for John Moxley.
I don't trust this at all from Danielson. I'll take Harry Smith in the Owen Hart Cup for sure. That would be fun.
I was watching you as the AEW World Champion, and I don't care what anybody says, you were the best AEW World Champion.
Wonder if they'll ever create like a Millionaires Club or like a WWE faction in AEW.
I think you would still be AEW World Champion. And that's when I realized
Thanks for that $5, How Wheezy. I'll answer that in 1 second. See what Danielson has to say.
Bryan Danielson shouldn't be fighting. We should be fighting together.
Oh, fighting together. There we go. A faction? A Danielson, Mox, and Punk faction?
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. And I know everybody here loves AEW. I get it. I get it. But there is no reason why some millennial cowboy should be the AEW.
Millennial Cowboy. That should be his name. I can hear Michael Buffer announcing that. The Millennial Cowboy.
Somebody dressed as a dinosaur should be an AEW World Tag Team Champion.
Yeah, we got a Millennial Cowboy and a dinosaur wearing gold right now. And a dentist. Oh, no.
There is no reason why somebody whose main contribution is
Damn it, I'm missing what he's saying.
TNT champion.
I heard what he said about... I missed what he said about Sammy Guevara.
Listen, Mox.
My stupid stream.
Together, you and me, we could run this place.
Ooh. Yeah.
Whatever we wanted. If you wanted to be AEW World Champion, you could be AEW World Champion with me. If we wanted to be AEW World Tag Team Champions, we could be AEW World Champions.
So it looks like Danielson's recruiting Mox for a potential partnership.
If we wanted to take some of these young guys, somebody like Wheeler Yuta, you see, he's coming out here with junks. He's coming out here with orange.
What if in the main event, the Pinnacle swarms Punk, and then Danielson and Mox come out to save him?
Under our wings. What if we took somebody like Daniel Garcia
New world order.
and we mentored him? What if
Yeah, Alex, Jurassic knocked off the Luchas. Penta damn near lost his arm in the process. Or I'm sorry, Phoenix.
with this high-flying bull crap, what if we took him under our wings and we trained the future of professional wrestling together?
Our wives talk on the phone all the time. We'd be perfect partners.
Not expect this at all. Not at all. This is a very compelling offer being laid out by Bryan Danielson. You see, even if they don't like me, they like what I'm talking about right now.
If AEW ever did bring Glenn Jacobs in for any sort of a appearance, I'd do something with Britt Baker. For sure, Michael.
I know this is a lot to put on your plate right now, so you don't have to answer right now. I just want you to think about it. I want you to think about the possibilities. I want you to think about all the positive things we can do. I want you to think
Is he just going to deck Danielson? I feel like he is.
that we can create and the legacy that you want to leave.
Well, put her there, Mox.
Say the least. Man extended his hand.
How many Ambrose and Daniel Bryan matches do we get in WWE? I'm sure a ton. And I know they battled during the Shield days, right? The Team Hell No and all that stuff.
I know that's a lot of pressure. Why don't you think about it?
Give me if these guys have met on pay-per-view for championships in WWE, let me know. I'm sure they've met like 20 times. I just can't think of any. Moxley's look at the camera was good. Okay. I'll think about it. Yeah, I kind of thought Mox was on the verge of a heel turn before he left, but
You, my friend, are no more than nostalgia.
they might be holding off on that.
Deep down, you know it. Wardlow, Sean Spears, these people know it. Everybody, there's nobody left. Your whole career, you've been nothing more than second
Let me give this a refresh because I think my stream might be a couple of minutes behind here. Yeah, I certainly don't think, Victor, we're going to get a program-ending finish to whatever match we have tonight. It's going to be pushed to Revolution. And plus, you'd think a program like this isn't going to be a one-match deal anyway. So, doing the first one on Dynamite as opposed to pay-per-view, I'm cool with that. They don't have a ton of pay-per-views, you know. They don't have one a month. So, a lot of stuff you can't save for pay-per-view. It's hard. That's why I'm glad we got Danielson and Page out of the way so quick. What's up, Al Ramos? Oh, yeah, how easy. I didn't read your super chat. I suck. I was going back to it, I promise. I know you were talking about Atlantic City, right? Where'd you go? There it is. Yeah, thanks for that. $5 earlier. Okay, that's right. So speaking of MJF, you're meeting him Sunday and going to AEW in Atlantic City next Wednesday. So next Wednesday is the show that's where WrestleMania was, right? That's the venue where WrestleMania 4 and 5. That's an interesting venue and should make for a fun show. That's cool. How easy. MJF, man, record. You should, instead of taking a picture, make sure that you video record it in case he buries you. I want to be able to see it, and I want you to put it on Twitter and tag me about it, or tag me in it. How about we get CM Punk versus Colt Cabana instead? Somebody said that Colt Cabana is in Australia for whatever reason. It would have been awesome to see Colt Cabana come out tonight, maybe turn on CM Punk in Chicago. Could you imagine that? Oh, my God. Yeah, I saw the Sami Zayn stuff at the Jackass premiere. That looked fun. I hope Sami Zayn never changes. He's the best. Yeah, AC Convention Hall. It was called something. It was called Trump something back in the day. They ran 2 WrestleManias there, and I even remember they ran a Monday Night Raw there. Basically the night that DX formed. It was when they finally put Shawn and Triple H together as a tag team for like the first time. A couple months before the screw job. And it was like Shawn versus Mankind, and that was the show where Shawn opened up Undertaker with the chair, and it led to like the Ground Zero match. So that would have been like right after SummerSlam. Ha, Deshaun, appreciate the $2. Give me Mox Dragon, damn it. Take all my money. Hell yeah. JCS, $2 from you. Thanks, man. I'll be in AC, Greg. Section 119, front row. Sweet. That is awesome. It's an interesting looking venue for wrestling. I always thought the WrestleMania 4 and 5 looked good, like the wide shots of the audience. You know, it's different. It's interesting. Victor Cat is not doing well. Was really hoping to get some test results on him today. Nothing came back. Waiting on medicine and test results. So until then, he's just sitting here getting worse. So he's got a fungal infection that he's already had a couple years ago that he recovered from. So, oh, Brandi's in the ring. But we're keeping our fingers crossed that he has no lymphoma. That's the test I'm waiting on. So here is Brandi. Oh, she called it Cleveland. Cleveland and Chicago are not the same thing. She didn't even do it very good. Uh-oh, Lambert's going to interrupt Brandi. Lambert and Brandi could probably take him. Look at them boots she's wearing. You take a shot to the nards with them things, with the heel of that. Ouch. Oh my God. Those Bulldogs. Brandi is smoking hot. I don't know what Dan Lambert's talking about. Oh, my God, Al. I am sorry to hear about your dogs. They're both okay? Holy shit. Oh, what did he say about... I didn't even hear that. Get to know each other. You don't want to get to know Dan Lambert. Shut the fuck up. They're saying that to Brandi. The fans don't want to hear anybody in this promo talk. At least we get to admire Brandi's beauty. Other than that, this is pretty shit promo. She's handling it okay. She doesn't seem shook or nothing. I always worry that Brandi couldn't handle big situations on the mic, but she's hanging. She's all right. Damn, the Chicago crowd. Yeah, not too many people love Cody and Brandi right now, but Cody gets a pass after that phenomenal match last week. Yeah, Dan. American Top Tits. No pop. No reaction at all from the crowd. AEW, you got to rethink this whole angle, man.
All that charm and a quick win as well. Cody's a lucky man. But that begs the question, don't you think it's time your whole family goes heel? Because the only face turn that anybody's going to buy from you guys is the one from your old job, which was being turned face down.
Oh, my God. She's going to slap him, of course. Hit him with that Stephanie slap. That was weak. Weak. Weak slap.
You know, I had a feeling you might be in a fighting mood tonight. And I'm probably not the only person in this building who has slapping the shit out of you on their bucket list. But I do have a few things left to accomplish here before I inevitably go down in a glorious fireball of cancel culture. So I got a better idea for you tonight.
Oh, he's going to bring out somebody. Paige? Yeah, Paige Van Zant's coming. She's a bad one. Oh, look at Brandi's ready. Oh, yeah. Oh, she's got her. Is Cody going to come out? Oh, here we go. There's Conti, Anna Jay. I didn't see who else. Oh, Red Velvet's in there. They're all there. Get Layla Hirsch in there. Throw some motherfuckers around. Let's not do Paige and Brandi at the pay-per-view. That would be not fantastic. All right. Phew. I think that's over then. All right. Little pull apart. All right. So we got, oh, that's right. We got House of Black and Pac and Penta.
Private Party, I was very disappointed in your performance last Friday.
Yeah, Private Party.
Bring home the AEW
Get him, Matt.
Championships to the AHFO.
Good to see the Blade being safe with COVID there. Yeah, Roderick, I agree. That segment was not wonderful. I've seen better segments. Oh, here's Andrade. How you get this kid work for Sting?
You lost last week. What happened?
What? I love Andrade. Yeah, what happened?
That's why for this
You guys lost last week. What happened?
championship, Isaiah Cassidy is taking on Sangor on Rampage. No, but you got beat last week. You screwed things up.
Yeah.
Redeem you. I got you. Wait. I don't want any mistakes. Look, Andrade, it's not gonna be a mistake.
No mistakes.
I'm gonna take his title tonight, and if I feel like it, I may just take his girl. You feel me? Look, I gotta ask you, what's the status with Darby? Why is he not here with us? Why is he not signing? Man, do you know how is the business? Maybe he want more money, okay?
He wants.
He with the más dinero. Él quiere más dinero. Money talk.
So Darby's not signed yet because Andrade thinks he needs more money.
This Friday, Rampage, do not.
Matt grabbed Isaiah's head, and Isaiah goes, "Ow." Ow, dude. Ow, bro. That's awesome. That staircase segment wasn't the greatest either, to be honest with you. All right, here comes House of Black. They're taking on Penta and Pac. These two guys are scary. One's got fucking horns. I missed most of what Nia Jax said, too. I didn't catch any of that. That's one of the reasons why you didn't see me twice today. If I would have been able to look into all this, I would have been able to do a video today, but too busy. There's a lot of people talking about Shane maybe in AEW. Trust me, you don't want to see that. I mean, I'm not even anti-Shane. I like Shane. You don't want anybody with the last name McMahon anywhere near this company, to be honest. Even if it is Shane, who's the most well-liked of all the McMahons. Just no. I wouldn't even want Triple H there, to be honest with you, because he's married to Stephanie. Too much connection. I didn't hear what Robert said. Did he announce them incorrectly? All right. It should be a fun match. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if House of Black adds anybody. Oh, here comes Pac. Is he still blindfolded? Nope. Oh, he is blindfolded. I couldn't tell. He's not going to wrestle that way, is he? Hopefully he watched a lot of WrestleMania 7 and tried to get some pointers from Jake and Martel. Yeah, Jay Lambo, it appears that Shane, at least his performer contract, has been terminated. And I'm assuming that might mean he's gone completely from the company. Don't know if it's because of what went down at the Rumble or any of that stuff. I don't know. Don't know. So he is going to stay blindfolded. I wouldn't recommend this, Pac. And if I was Penta, I wouldn't be wanting my partner not being able to see and shit. I kind of like Malachi's gear better than the regular trunks. I actually like him in the shorts. Oh, look at there. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't hate Pac even joining House of Black. It'd be a pretty badass threesome. It was a ruse. Wheezy, appreciate 10 more from you, man. I just realized something. Sasha Banks was number one entrant in the Rumble twice, 2018 and 22, while Shayna was number 30 twice, 2020 and 22. And that's interesting. I didn't even realize that Banks was, that she was number one twice. That's interesting. We've only had, 18 was the first one, right? So we've only had 4 Rumbles? Maybe 5. 5 now. Cool. I mean, if Pac does kind of maybe go with House of Black, that Death Triangle is going to be, only one corner is going to be intact. Oh, ink is a prerequisite for House of Black. You're probably right. Pac ain't got no ink. He's just like me. That should be like on their website. You got tattoos? You want to join House of Black? Must have tattoos and hula hoop. It was funny at the Royal Rumble, too, when Sasha Banks came out. I loved her gear, and I was like, I don't know who she's supposed to be, but I like it. And everybody's like, she's Sailor Moon. And I'm like, doesn't help. Don't know who Sailor Moon is. But it was kind of funny when I said that on Twitter. I'm like, she's obviously cosplaying somebody, but I just didn't know who. And everybody told me it was Sailor Moon. I'm like, well, who's that? Don't know. Never even heard of her. Or it, or whatever the fuck it is. Chad. Yeah, Kendrick, he was able to work in WWE without this really resurfacing and harming him in any way. And he's just, I don't even really give a shit really at the end of the day, because like when you think about how many of your favorites probably believe the most ridiculous shit, I mean, just the pandemic should show you, how mind-numbingly stupid, way over nearly half the population is. So think about all the other dumb shit a lot of people that you are friends with or love or maybe even admire think. You got people thinking that the clearly round earth is flat just because that's what they want to think. Doesn't matter what's proven or not. It's just what they're going to think. So people are crazy. So usually I try not to worry too much about like what my heroes, what their political opinions are, because I might not like it. But I'm prepared to know that I'm not going to like it.
People need to read it. I can't read it. It's 'cause you're like,
I take a different approach than being offended by most. When somebody believes that the Holocaust didn't happen, that doesn't offend me. That makes me laugh that somebody can be that fucking dumb, So I try to look at it like that and not to get myself mad, because if you get offended about every dumb thing that people say, you're going to be offended 24/7. So at least sometimes I try to appreciate just the sheer stupidity of what can come out of people's mouth and say, wow, I didn't even know a human being could be that dumb. But they are, So I try to just look at it like that, like an eye rolling, shake my head type of thing, I'm not going to cancel Brian Kendrick because I never really cared enough about him to cancel him to begin with. But that's what happens, And when the match was first announced with Moxley, like there was fans like all mad. They used that as a reason to get mad. Like they brought in Brian Kendrick. This is before any of this stuff was known about or remembered about what he said. And I'm like, do people just have an issue with everything? Like, it literally doesn't matter. Danhausen comes in, huge problem. Brian Kendrick comes in, huge problem. Doesn't matter who they bring in or who they sign. Some assholes are just going to have a problem with it because they're on that anti-AEW side of the fence. And they're going to argue their points based on that, regardless of, what logic says. So we live in one stupid world, y'all. There's the tag to Penta. Perfect timing. Referee must have been like, we're back from commercial. Hot tag this shit. Oof. Nice tag team continuity here. Hard kick, you can hear it, says JR. Oh, man, right in Black's face. They really are. I mean, I'll take this one just regular on pay-per-view. Give me Black and Pac, man. For the TNT title or something. How can Vince save money if he releases the money? Good point. Well, if Shane leaves, then I guess all that money goes with him. There goes the money. Oh, wow. Sidestep the charging attack by Malachi and then Germaned him. Yeah, see, I care more when, like, you know, when presidents, you know, for example, are complete fucking dipshits, because that kind of scares me a little bit. We went through that shit for 4 years. But, like, when regular everyday people who's just a fucking wrestler in his mid-40s by now who's not going to be any more involved in any more than a mid-card match here or there, I will just try to laugh at his stupidity instead of being, like, balls out offended by it. Because at the end of the day, what does it matter? What does it matter? He's an idiot. Big deal. World's full of idiots. What's one more? I don't know if AEW will ever start a streaming service. I hope so, but they might need to exist a little while longer, because with a streaming service comes a paywall, and you would also assume that the entire library of the promotion will be available, and they don't have a huge library yet. They're only 3 years old. In a good year or so, that library is in front of no audience. So I'm not really itching to go back and watch Pandemic Wrestling, to be honest. Even if there were good matches during WWE or AEW's time, I don't want to watch it. Ooh, there's the Black Mist right in Penta's face. There's King. They're going to finish this off here. Pac's out of it. Some double team move here. Dante's Inferno. All right. Yeah, I didn't catch what Roberts referred. What are they called? King of the Black Thrones? Is that what they're called? I thought it was House of Black. I don't know. I'm lost. Oh, Ruby Soho and Nyla Rose is up next, and Hangman is going to speak. I didn't even know that. So all that's coming up ahead of our main event. Ooh, Adam Cole in the Cutler cam.
I am still undefeated in singles competition here in AEW. And my record, it reflects that because I swear to God, if I have to hear
Cole is who I want to face Adam Page at Revolution. I hope he does.
I will slap you in the mouth. Orange Cassidy,
It's like everybody who thinks he's like buried in AEW or something. I'm like, he's probably going to challenge for the title on pay-per-view like real soon. I don't know why people consider it
singles record
such a letdown.
AEW, I still don't get the respect that I deserve. Because I'm one of the best damn pro wrestlers on the planet and have been for years. And everybody is going to see a new side to Adam Cole. An Adam Cole that takes what he wants.
Okay, Cole is pissed about his loss. He's going to use this as motivation.
Evil Uno. And after I hurt him and beat him,
Oh, he's facing Evil Uno tonight? Okay.
the entire world will know exactly.
Yeah, see, Dark Order guy, I'm telling you. I think it's going to be Cole and Hangman. Adam and Adam. I really hope it is.
Crunching made casual Friday start on
Oh, Nestle Crunch commercial. Look at that. I'm going to go grab a cold beer. I'll be right back. Don't leave.
really works. Crunching makes our friends real friends. Start crunching today.
New spicy lovers pizza from Pizza Hut. So good. With this spicy marinara sauce and spicy red chili, it's like a roundhouse kick to the taste bud. No comparison with the fiery flavors. The new spicy lovers pizza. Get it before it's gone. Going out Pizza Hut.
All right. No one out. Pizza's the Hut. Jackass forever. I will see this. I just don't think I'll go to the movies and see it. I haven't been to a movie since before the pandemic. But as soon as it's available to stream at my own, in the luxuriousness of my own home, then I will watch it. Hey, Spartan Sprinkles, thank you very much for the generous $10 drop. Appreciate it. Weird take, but I think after the tourney, the Owen should serve as a workhorse title akin to the IC. Just by nature, the TNT is more like the exciting X Division title. Also, avoid the clap. Good advice. Yeah, kind of. I mean, based on the match we saw last week with Cody and Sammy, it certainly looks like the TV title is taking a more X Division type turn, but I don't want to see it be limited to that. I don't want to see guys maybe who don't fly be exempt from winning that title. But then if you add the Owen, but then I don't know if that would work though, because I think the Owen is going to be a yearly tournament, an annual tournament, I think. So you can't really defend. It's like the King of the Ring. I mean, sometimes the crown is on the line, but I would not want to do that with the Owen. I think there should just be a champion, and every year, provided the champion's not injured, whoever wins the Owen tourney the previous year is like automatically in it. Unless you're world champion by then. Maybe you won't. But given a chance to maybe defend it or something. But if the tournament is just one tournament and the Owen is a belt, I don't know. But yeah, if they did make a championship out of it, then yeah, then you're right. You would maybe make the TNT more like a TV title or a European title, and have the Owen as the IC. But I kind of feel like the TNT title is the IC the way it is now. So we'll see. But yeah, the Owen tournament in general, somebody brought up Harry Smith's name. He'd be awesome to see in there. I'd love that. So. Is that Jericho on some cooking show here? What the hell's going on? Oh yeah, current champ gets a bye to the second round, maybe, but so long is going to go by like a whole year. Like whoever wins the tournament could be a stepping stone to winning the title. So the following year they could be involved in something that wouldn't be great to put them in the tournament. So maybe it's not a rule you want to make. Maybe it's just something you want to try to do. Because as a fan, I'd prefer the winner to try to defend. But it might not be in the cards. (42-12) is Nyla. It's a little better record than I thought. I know. Yeah, I know. Rodrigo. Some no competes are up as of yesterday, and there might be some with some time left. But in terms of tonight, anybody like debuting, I would love to see somebody in CM Punk and MJF. But here comes Ruby. Oh, there's Rancid guy, right? That's right. They're all from Chicago, right? Is Ruby from Chicago too? Hey, get your hand off her tits there, buddy. I remember when that song was out. I was in high school. That's crazy. Yeah, Nyla only loses important matches, and that's actually the way it should be. She should lose tournament matches, contender matches, or championship matches. Anybody else, she should be squashing them. Oh, Chase. I actually like that. I like that a lot. If MJF brought out Killer Cross to face Punk instead, that would be interesting. Very interesting. I wouldn't hate it.
AEW Dynamite will be headed back to Jacksonville, Florida on Wednesday, March 2nd, the last Dynamite before Revolution. Rampage will be making our debut in Orlando Friday, March 4th at the Edition Financial Arena.
I like Cross, but I like somebody like Malachi Black 10 times better. I think Malachi's so much better in the ring. And it's just way more fun to watch athletically than Cross is, but bringing him in, I mean, how can you not? Had WWE not stuck that damn helmet on him, he could be seeing some decent success right now in WWE. So that's their fault.
Send Nyla into the corner, but that's not going to work. Nyla just so powerful, walked into that back elbow.
Ruby, you notice they're keeping a very quick pace. A lot of movement for Nyla.
Oof. Big Samoan drop.
And this is important, excuse me, because Nyla had an opportunity for a near fall.
I feel like Ruby might take this with what's-his-face in the front row, you know?
I'm not being rude. I'm just saying that it makes Ruby exert more energy and more strength to kick out of her much larger opponents.
I still want to know who takes the title from Cargill. I mean, you got two really, really strong women's champions right now. I mean, Britt obviously is a star. Jade is super duper green, but she's also super duper undefeated. So when she loses, that's going to be a pretty large deal, I think. No, Ruby is from Indiana. Close enough. Indiana's right next door. I've never been to Indiana. Anybody live there? It's a whole lot of nothing, right? I mean, other than Indianapolis and maybe another city or two. I guess Illinois is like that too. My aunt, she lives right outside of Chicago, and she's a huge conservative, and she gets so mad because everybody that she lives around, you know, out in the boonies is all conservative, but Chicago has got, you know, the most diverse and affluent and, you know, and most educated people, and cities are blue. Always. Every city is blue, no matter where you live, because cities have diversity. And the places that you don't are going to be the red places, and she gets so mad because she doesn't understand why Illinois always goes Democratic. I'm like, because of Chicago. It's just really easy to understand. Same reason New York does, and California, same thing. Cities run the country.
Always has her opponent in the correct mental frame of mind.
Nyla taking a very deliberate pace to this match.
Biting fingers during COVID season. Not the greatest idea. They've all been tested. I mean, knock on wood, I've still yet to get it. I've taken a few tests. I've been vaxxed and boosted, and I've been around a lot of people. I've had people breathe on me. I had some asshole cough in my face, you know, a couple months ago. Never got it. I think that's why. Did you read that article?
Three chops by Ruby that time, but it was one input that sent Ruby right back down to the canvas. And the slam by Nyla.
Nyla, her scoop, I mean, it's a simple move, but Nyla's got good scoop slams because she's so big and strong. And she really looks like she tries to slam you.
Ruby has had a great start here. She's got a 14-3 record, does Ruby.
I think some of the first body slams I ever saw as a kid weren't that impressive. Ooh. Yeah, it was a DVD onto Ruby. Yeah, Serena Deeb, I love Serena, although I just learned, it's kind of like the Brian Kendrick thing. I just learned a couple of weeks ago, apparently Serena Deeb is dating Marty Scurll. Again, you know, whatever. I'm not canceling her over that. I think he's gross, but I think if you're a normal human who has relationships with people, you have friends, you can all attest to this. I'm sure everybody in this chat, including myself, has a friend that's done something fucked up. You don't agree with it, and you don't condone it, but that person's your friend. You're loyal to your friend. You stand by your friend. Some things are deal breakers. I'm not friends with anybody who's killed anyone or anything, but I've supported people, even though I haven't agreed with what they did, who've, done things I wouldn't have done or that I was a little ashamed of them for. But that's what being a good friend is about, So, why, for whatever reason, when I see that on Twitter a lot, people are like, oh, I can't believe so-and-so's friends with them. I just got to not stop supporting them now. I'm like, I'm not going to get too involved in that shit, Like, who somebody wants to be friends with or whatever, that's kind of their business. Because I think as people, we can all relate and we understand, that sometimes you might have a friend that tests the limits of your friendship and you have to question whether you should even still be friends with this person or not. And if ultimately you choose to, that's your choice, It's just called living life, And Twitter is not a real place. You eat pizza from the Walk of Fame. You mean like walk down the Walk of Fame and eat it? No, I've never done that. I don't even like pizza. Isn't that weird? Greg's spreading COVID misinformation. Yes, you have to take livestock dewormer, lube it up real nice, and shove it directly up your ass. I think some people actually prefer that to getting the jabs. I have an alcoholic cousin that's been like in and out of rehab like 3 times, won't get vaccinated. I'm like, you poison your body every day with drugs and alcohol, but you won't take the vaccine. Only in this country can you find this level of stupidity. It's like, whatever. Still my cousin, still love you, even though you're a fucking moron. I'm like, I don't trust what's in it. And I'm like, bitch, you poison your body on an hourly basis. You literally dump poison down your throat, shaving minutes off your life with every bottle of tequila. But you won't take the vaccine. Okay. Your life. Is Nyla going for a powerbomb off the... Is there a table set up? No, there's not. Phew. Big headbutt to Nyla. Okay, no, I've only been through that part of LA a couple times, so never stopped at any pizza joints. Ooh, she has got Nyla. Wow. I need to see a replay of that to see how they landed. I don't know if that was a cutter. She had her up on her shoulders, almost in GTS position on the apron, and then dropped Nyla down on her face. What's going on, Marcus the Entertainer? Good to see you. Oh, God, hard spine buster to Ruby. I'm glad she had her hand up on her head. Oh, 2 bouts of COVID for you, huh, Yachiro? Yeah, I've known lots of people who've got it twice. I've known people who got it twice before the Omicron came out. And we had COVID. I had COVID in my house. I had a house member had COVID. I just never got it. I've been very lucky. Ooh, and Vicky. You sneaky Vicky. Oh, Vicky's got... Oh, turned your back on Nyla. Oh, big, nice neck breaker, bringing Ruby back in the hard way after Vicky provided the distraction. I saw Vicky and her new husband on the Jericho Cruise a couple years ago. He's kind of a regular-looking guy. Looks like some guy that owns like an auto parts store. He's just like his name's probably Buck. Like he just looked like a totally normal dude, which I liked. You know, I'm glad that she's found someone. I'm assuming they're still together. She was gambling in the casino, having a good time. Oh, I like that camera angle of Ruby. Looks good. Oh, no. Big top rope powerbomb coming up. Nope. Ruby escapes. Running forearm to Nyla. Oh, she... Oh, God. I look like shit. She missed... Big swanton from Nyla. I don't think she missed because Nyla ducked. She just missed by a mile. And Nyla took advantage. That's ball game, right? Yeah, Nyla with the victory. Ruby with a, I don't know if that was a botch or if she intended to miss it, but it was supposed to look a little better. I don't know. But Nyla picks up the win. Vicky Guerrero did her job. Michael Kumo, thanks for the $5. When you are friends with someone for decades, you tend to end up with different mindsets and beliefs as the years go by. Yeah, and I'm lucky enough to still be friends with people I went to high school with. And, you know, and luckily, you know, my one good buddy, I grew up with him. I've known him since I was 10. We don't even really talk about it, but I'm pretty sure he votes for somebody different than me. But it doesn't get in the way of anything, you know, because we're brothers. It just doesn't matter, you know. And we probably know enough to not bring it up around each other type of thing. But you hate to see lifelong friendships and family members break up over stupid shit like that, you know? Oh, the Ask Boys are with Jungle Boy. Oh, he's undressing. Look out. I think they tried to trademark, or they have filed a trademark for Ask Boys. God, look at that snow in Chicago. My God. No, thank you. It is 59 degrees and mostly clear right now in Southern California. I'll take that. The Ass Boys are running in the street, in the wet street. Oh, Christian is there. Lucha, put a coat on or you're going to catch a cold. God, dinosaurs today, man. They never listen. You try to tell a dinosaur. Punk and MJF both warming up. And Hangman Page up next. Yeah, but you're right, Michael. I even there's a bartender that works at my place, and I know he's like really like anti-mask and shit or whatever. I never engage with him. He sometimes will make a comment. And we've stopped, I had a mask on at work the other night, or, back when we weren't wearing masks. And we let people, if you want to wear a mask, you can. And one night I put mine on because we were really busy and I'm putting my mask on. And he's like, why do you have a mask on? And I could tell he wanted to like get into it with me. And I'm like, because my dad has a chemical engineering degree and he's a biochemist and helps make money or helps make medicine. And, my sister's a nurse, my cousin's a surgeon. And I'd rather listen to doctors and people who know what the fuck they're talking about than some douchebag reading the internet late at night who bartends for me. So go fuck yourself. I literally said that to him. I'm like, I'm not even engaging in this. I'm not fucking dumb. I don't search out to read things that I want to hear. I listen to what doctors tell me. And if your doctor is telling you not to get the vaccine, then by all means, do not get the vaccine. I am 100% stand behind you. If your doctor says, based on your health, I recommend not getting it, don't get it. Other than that, I don't want to fucking hear it. So I told him that. I'm like, shut up. I was like, my dad is an extremely smart person, and he actually helped develop patents on a lot of existing medicine that we all take today. So I'm going to kind of trust his judgment over a bartender's. Sorry. Just like I'll trust his judgment over anybody on fucking Twitter or any dumb fucking wrestler like Nia Jax. That's for sure. I trust doctors, I trust scientists, and I don't trust anybody else. Oh, that's awesome, Ahmed. Yeah, my dad graduated Michigan State and got a job right away. He's been headhunted. That's how he got his job out here in California. They came and found him and offered to relocate my whole family. I stayed behind when all that went down because I was in college, but he's now retired, but he still consults and he still does a lot with that. Even though he's been retired for like 10 years, he's always working and he's always like on the road. He's going to speak at some conference or he's still doing some, even after he's retired. He's always doing shit, you know. And you got to be pretty smart to be able to do that stuff. And I'm not smart enough to do any of that stuff. 1 hour and Dynamite left and one match. No, Marcus, I think we've got Cole and Evil Uno, he said. Unless that's a Rampage match. We also have Isaiah Cassidy and I think Sammy Guevara on Rampage as well, that I assume they taped tonight. Oh, Tony. Who's Tony got? Oh, he's got Hangman, right? Nice. All right, well, the champ makes his way out. Deshaun, thanks for the $5. I'll be in L.A. next weekend for Super Bowl. Nice, you're going to the Super Bowl. First time in Cali before the pandemic. I'm assuming your restaurant will be booming with business. Yeah, we're going to shut down Super Bowl. I won't even be there on Super Bowl weekend. But we usually close Super Bowl because we don't do any business for Super Bowl. But that's awesome. Hell yeah. You're going to be in SoFi Stadium before I am. I don't think I'm going to set foot in that building until WrestleMania next year. So that is really awesome, Deshaun. Have a good time. Rams and Bengals. Oh, what did Adam Cole said next week, Marcus? He might have. I'm probably missed that. You're probably right. When I'm trying to talk and do a stream, I sometimes mishear things, so you could be correct. Hangman and a little bit like Barry Windham, maybe a touch smaller, more agile Barry Windham. Barry Windham was super agile for a guy his size, but he couldn't do no buckshot lariats or top rope moonsaults. Windham and Dustin Rhodes had a similar style. Still no challenger. When is the Archer shit happening? Are they doing that match next week? I think they've already pre-announced that, right? Probably. Texas Death Match next week. That's right. He needs it now. Page needs some action now.
So why don't you get your sturdy ass out here and let's get these people in Chicago to fight?
That seems to be a popular decision.
You know, I'm actually surprised.
Oh, fuck me. We get 2 Lamberts tonight? Oh, Lambert's got Jake with him.
I mean, this is the home of the Chicago Blackhawks, and I figured a soft-ass cowboy like you would feel real comfortable back in a city like Cleveland that canceled their Indians.
Canceled their Indians. Shut up, little boy, Jake Roberts said.
You know, people are telling me you're starting to act different. That you're
Shut up, little boy.
What, he's starting to have bad dreams or something? Maybe even a nightmare? Icky weird? What is it? He smells something. I smell something. You see him sweating? I think it's beer.
Sonny Man, good question. I don't. Oh, here comes Archer. Is that death match back in Cleveland next week? They wouldn't be going back there, would they? A little more beach? Why are they working all these northern cities in the fucking winter, man? Go south. Come out here to California. Go to Chicago and Cleveland in the summertime when it's bearable. Otherwise, it's fucking suicidal in those cities this time of year. Oh, Archer with the chair shot to Cowboy Man. Oh. Oh, that's right. Atlantic City. We already talked about that. It's a Texas death match in New Jersey. Okay. Whatevs. Oh, my God. He's going for his finisher. Through the table. Oh. Blackout through the table. How much, when you go back to, like, Lance Hoyt's, like, 2005 days, how much more weight do you think he's put on since then? Like 50? Maybe not 50. Maybe 40. Murder Hawk Monster, I really like you, but you are not going to be the new AEW champion. Sorry. Yeah, we got no Gargano last week. Gargano heard the love, though. He tweeted, like, hey, I'm so happy you guys want to see me. You'll see me soon. Like, just be cool. Hey, Jericho, I know a lot of people make fun of the way you look, but you're in your 50s. You got some fabulous hair, even though there might be some plugs happening there. I'm not sure.
When it comes to AEW, I am more of an influencer than Kylie Jenner is on Instagram. I want to hear from your mouths.
Kylie Jenner. I don't even know what Kylie Jenner looks like, and I don't have an Instagram, so I don't know what you mean, Jericho.
The influencer is asking, no, I'm demanding a full Inner Circle team meeting next week on Dynamite.
We've already done this, Jericho. We did the Inner Circle ultimatum. All right, Inner Circle team meeting next week. Attendance is mandatory. Okay, Adam Cole and Eva Uno is on Rampage. And so we'll... and Ricky Starks and Jay Lethal for the FTW title. Did you see that promo Starks cut on social media? That was good shit. And Sammy and Isaiah Cassidy, right? Or they didn't... Yeah, the Starks promo on this was good. Especially talking about Lethal, how he's already had his time and already made money and had a run, and you're not stepping on my toes, bitch. I liked it. It was good stuff. Mercedes and Thunder Rosa. Damn, it's a good-looking card. 4 matches set up for Rampage? Are you going to squeeze all that into an hour? One of those matches is going to have to be short. Atlantic City Inner Circle team meeting next Wednesday. And the big Texas death match. That's what I love about these Dynamites is they have fun shit scheduled and they let you know what you're going to see next week. Like, ugh. Oh, wow. We got a 45-minute match? Is this what's going on? Is this what's happening now? Well, something's got to happen here. I mean, we're talking, it's 6:13, or it's 13 past the hour, depending on where you live. 6:13 for me. So his singles record is 19-4. I love that he has not wrestled a ton. Yeah, something's fishy here. This seems a bit early for the main event, doesn't it? I mean, unless they're really planning on giving us a 25-minute match with a crazy finish and some shit happening at the end. I feel like an angle's got to break at the end. Or, since there's so much time left, I'm thinking of SummerSlam 93 when Lawler came out on the crutches and he made Brett fight Doink first. Maybe MJF's got, somebody up his sleeve. Maybe he says, Punk, I changed the rules. If you want to face me, you can. You can face me right here tonight. All you have to do is beat my friend so-and-so first. Now, somebody mentioned Killer Cross coming out. I'd probably shit my pants if that happened. So maybe Punk's got to have a match first before he gets to MJF, and then he faces MJF. Because otherwise, that's a 45-minute match.
All new Mondays at 10 on TBS.
We do it every night. Every night. I live alone, but I still do it every night. Right after dinner.
Definitely after we look. Like clockwork.
Do it. Run your dishwasher with Cascade Platinum and save water. Did you know an Energy Star certified dishwasher uses less than 4 gallons per cycle, while a running sink uses that every 2
Sorry, I'm just typing something on my phone. I'm almost to the age where, have you seen like how old people have the letters on their phone, their text messages all enlarged? I'm really close to having to do that. People at my restaurant do it all the time. I always laugh.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate.
We're able to put that money back into our food truck and our flavors and put it back into our business.
Switching is easy with AAA insurance.
There's nothing more American.
There we go. See what Twitter says about this nonsense.
369-4444 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Yeah, I feel like with all this time left, we could be doing a SummerSlam 93 deal. Hey, what's up, Chris? Good to see you, man. Man, Chris, you've been listening to me, I'd say, 2012? It's got to be going on a decade now, right? I remember you were at the Occupy Raw, the Daniel Bryan Occupy Raw before like WrestleMania 30. It's the same Chris, right? It's good to see you, man. Those were the days, man. I remember that apartment I was in doing my reviews back then. Crazy. That was a whole different life chapter ago, man. Crazy. I love that John Cena always gets a commercial during Dynamite. All right, here comes Punk. It's clobbering time. Oh, that's a cool shot through the phone. I like that camera shot. All right, Punk's ready to fight. There's no way the bell is just going to ring and they're going to start fighting. There's no way. Hey, who's Larry, y'all? Who's Larry? Why does this jacket say Larry? There's Larry, like the name. The crying guy has got his own sign. That's awesome. Maybe Keith Lee comes out. That's the thing. MJF could debut one of these people that has that no-compete gone to face Punk first. I mean, there's a ton of time left. You can get a whole match done before the bottom of the hour here, so. Oh, Larry's his dog. Oh, is Larry okay? Larry's alive, right? I need to get myself a Bub jacket. Bub is not doing well, guys. I'm not going to lie. It's probably going to be the year 2022. Is this the same building where they hold All Out, or is this somewhere else? 2011. Jesus, Chris. I was a young, vibrant, 33-year-old man back then. No, this is definitely not the United Center. I just wasn't sure if it was the place where they run All Out. I think All Out should be in the United Center every year from now on. Because they could definitely sell it out. And maybe save Chicago Dynamites for the smaller venue, you know? All Out was Sears Center. Thank you. Yeah, that's okay. Thank you, guys. Bubby, he's 12 and a half, so, you know, we got to be realistic. But there's still some hope. You know, we're going to try to get him better, get some medicine in him this week and see what happens and take it from there. So, all right. This match apparently is happening here. No, he's getting out. No. The bell did ring, right? So there's no getting out of this. There's no bringing out Doink. Oh, and here we go. Match is happening. There is a lot of time. So, okay, what are they going to do here? This match is really happening. I'm liking it. MJF rocking the pinstripes. Oh, nice. Slingshotting or teeter-tottering him. I kind of like how Punk spun away from, who is that? Is that Remsburg or Knox? That's Remsburg. Spun away from the referee. Oh, man, Michael, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, my cat has got cryptococcus. He got it a couple of years ago. It's a really gnarly fungal infection, but he overcame it. He cleared it up and everything. It's returned in the form of little cysts on his legs, and as long as I pump him through full of medicine, they should go away, and he should recover again. The only problem is his blood work was giving indicators of lymphoma, and I'm waiting on the test confirmation for that, which I thought I would get today. It's probably going to come tomorrow. So if he has lymphoma, that's probably going to be ball game. But if he doesn't, then I think he'll be okay, and he'll give me another year or two. But you know, people who own pets, you know your pet, you know him, you know, and I know him, and he's not himself. So a lot's going to be answered in the next couple of weeks with him, because if he doesn't feel better, he's not going to last. But I've already located an at-home service that's going to come here to my house and do the deed when the time comes. So I'll be with him, and he'll be in his own bed and all that stuff. So I'm prepared, you know. Oh, crotches. I mean, this shot right here, this reminds me of the old Charlotte and Sasha Banks championship match like 5-6 years ago, where they had the finish on the guardrail like that. Hey, Punk, try not to punch any fans while you're out there, okay? If you can help it, of course. I love dogs, but I'm only going to have a dog when I have the type of lifestyle that I can give a dog a good life. It's been really hard for me to walk a dog and take him places and have him run on the beach with everything I got going on. But I will reach a point in my life where I'll have a dog. Right now is not a good time, though. Because I don't want to keep a dog cooped up in the house all day. I want to let him run and play and do things. And big CM Punk chance here. Yeah, thank you guys. Bub can use all of the good vibes he can get. And we're going to have to get at least, I'd say, 2 commercial breaks and 2 pitcher-in-pitchers through this entire match. To me, it's weird to say this right now, but to me, this is the closest that CM Punk has resembled what he looked like in WWE. I feel like I could blink, it could be 2014. Oh, that's cool. Kendrick has posted a series of apology tweets. I mean, that's all you can do, you know? It was all those years ago. You can't go back and undo it. All you got to do is say, I'm stupid. I'm sorry. Hopefully somebody else will do something stupid tomorrow, so my stupid shit will blow over. I don't think I'm following Brian Kendrick. I don't think I am, but let me look up his post here. I don't think time limit's going to be an issue for this match unless it's a 30-minute. I didn't catch what they said. Could go time limit. Oh, there's Brian Kendrick. Well, he says, Brian Kendrick says, I apologize for all the hurt and embarrassment I have caused with my words. These are not my beliefs and never were my beliefs. Well, that's bullshit because they might not be your beliefs now, but they sure as shit were your beliefs, so don't even front, Spanky. And then his next tweet says, I spread the most vile comments without thinking of the damage it would cause. I will live with this regret for the rest of my life. I'm truly sorry for the pain I've caused. I mean, what else can you ask from? It's all you can do, you know? Nothing's ever going to be good enough for anybody, but when it comes to something like this, yeah, he was an idiot 15 years ago. But I also believe in being realistic and, you know. Oh, that looked really good. The way MJF came down on the wrist of Punk. Jeez. Jesus, you know, I mean, it would have been worse if Brian Kendrick like doubled down and he was like, no, these are real. I believe these things because of this stupid bullshit piece of evidence that I have in this one. That would be worse. I mean, all he can really do is apologize. And my stream has stalled again. Let me just do a refresh on this. I think we either went to picture-in-picture or commercial. Yeah, all right, picture-in-picture. All right, cool. Well, Spanky has apologized, and that's all Spanky can do.
Everyone remembers the moment they heard, you have cancer, how their world stopped, and when they found a way to face it. For some,
Oh, cool.
Keytruda's story begins. Keytruda, a breakthrough immunotherapy that made
Yeah, Ahmed, 22. I missed the 2:22. I missed it today. It was 2:22 a.m. last night, and then it was 2:22 in the afternoon earlier, and I missed it. But I guess technically, on that time, we are going to get a 2:22. And we won't get that again, you know. I remember 10 years ago, 11 years ago, when it was November 11th, 2011. It was 11/11 on November 11th, 2011. That was pretty cool. And that won't happen for like another 1,000 years. Or 100 years. Man, these fucking drug commercials crack me up. They start rolling off these side effects, and I'm like, I'll just take the original disease. I don't want to be cured. Because I don't want a bloody anus. So I'll just take my eye pain. I'll keep it. Jesus. That's cool. Your bro turned 12 on 12/12/12. That's awesome.
It's crispy. It's creamy. It's not your average chocolate bar. Smooth milk chocolate. Crispy wafer.
Yeah, 12/12/12 isn't the same as 11/11/11. We're getting all the same number all the way across the board. 12 is different numbers. 12 is ones and twos. When you get it one number all the way across, that's super rare. I'm divorced now, but when I got married, we got married on 9/10/11, September 10th, 2011. So we could do the 9/10/11. Didn't last, but it was kind of a cool concept. It's like, hey, what's your anniversary? 9/10/11. It was always easy to remember, you know? Yeah, I'm digging MJF's pinstripes. Honestly, he could be doing. I mean, Chicago White Sox, I think, does some pinstripes from time to time, or they used to. Maybe not. I always thought the Sox, one version of their uniform had pinstripes. What are they chanting? I didn't hear what they said. I'm going to run, get another beer. 1 second. After the high cross from CM Punk. Be right there, y'all. I'm just doing some more COVID treatment. Oh, Marcus, I don't know. You might be right. Punk wearing pinstripes versus Cena once. I could see that because Cena's a Red Sox guy, right? Counter that go to sleep. Let's take some more COVID treatments here. Standard 1,000 milligram gummies. Let's do an orange one. Ugh. Body slam on the apron. And I heard a rumor. You guys can confirm if it's true or not. I heard through the grapevine, not a lot of people know this, but I heard that it's rumored that the apron of the ring, the side of the ring, they claim that it's the hardest part. Am I right? Did you guys hear that rumor too? I'm probably the only one who heard it because I know a lot of backstage stuff that a lot of you guys don't know. And I heard that the apron is the hardest part. So I might have been the one to break this news. So if you want to send it out to Twitter and let everybody know that I've dropped a bombshell, you're welcome to. Top rope elbow from Punk? Nope. Smart move by MJF. Americans are so lucky. Yeah, I make fun of my country, but we do have it pretty good here. Sorry. One stream where I forgot to turn off the video. I mean, I don't have to turn off the video. I just try to be respectful, I don't know if any of you guys have got your kids sitting around with you and watching my dumb ass. It's bad enough I'm swearing every 5 seconds. So just try and do the right thing, The ring post is a hard. Yeah, you would think so. Michael brings up a good point. Next time some asshole says that, I'm like, bullshit. Ring post. Especially AEW's ring posts, which are square, which still blows my mind. He's got tape. He's got something. See, he's doing the Andre thing. Andre would do that. Andre would choke you with his strap, but he'd conceal and camouflage the strap with his arm. So you couldn't see that he's got it around him. That's an Andre the Giant move right there from MJF. Sorry to hear about it, but hopefully UK will get on the ball here. I live in California. We're way ahead of the times out here. One of the first things I did when I moved here was went and got my little card. You don't even need that anymore. But back in the day, you needed like this bullshit prescription from a doctor. It was always just a fake doctor. You just went in there and paid them $100 and they gave you the certificate. That's all it was. They didn't take your blood pressure. They didn't do anything. It's just California just wants your money. They know what you're doing. So at least they say, hey, if you're going to smoke weed, at least pay for it and put some money into the state. Smart move. If all the states did that, you'd fucking end the goddamn budget or end the deficit, man. Think of how much money that would bring in. And states are realizing that one by one, but some of them Bible Belt states are never going to wise up. Oh, he had the tape. He had the tape. He choked out Punk. He choked him out with 25 minutes left. I kind of forgot that he had the tape on his arm. I'm like, holy shit, he just beat CM Punk. Well, that's crazy. And this is the main event? Oh, he sees it. He's trying to hide it. Okay, he's going to restart the match. Okay, so we're going to do a restart. That's how it's going to happen. I got to type something. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh. So, I'm typing right now that I hate how the dynamite is misspelled when it drops down. So the CM Punk versus Wardlow match was a nod to Brett and Diesel at Survivor Series 95. This feels like a nod to Brett and Bigelow at King of the Ring 93, where Bigelow beat him because of Luna, and then they restarted the match, and then Brett won. Well, Bryce restarted the match, so that's good. All right, another commercial break. Yeah, Raf, I will definitely watch the new Jackass movie. I just mentioned that earlier on, though. I doubt I'll go to the movies and see it. I haven't been to a movie since before the pandemic, but once I can watch it at home, I'll definitely watch it. I like the Jackass guys. I didn't need a fourth one, honestly, you know, now that so much is different and a couple guys aren't there and, you know, one guy's dead and one guy might be dead soon. So I didn't really need it or ask for it, but I'll watch it. I thought the last one, the third one, was wrapped up beautifully. It's like one of those things. Apparently it's pretty good, but I feel like they wrapped it up so nicely in the last one that you didn't really need to do this, but whatever. Andy Linnell, apparently the rumor I heard about the ring apron being the hardest part of the ring is true, so I heard correctly. I didn't believe it when I saw it, but, you know, I was like, well, I mean, to get this type of exclusive information, I figured I would share it with you guys to see if it sounds plausible. And you guys say it does. Now we got picture in picture. What is MJF's got something else? More tape, I guess. Still taping. You know, Randy Savage at WrestleMania 5, the same venue that Dynamite's going to be in next week, he had staff. He had something in his elbow, and he had his whole elbow taped up in the match with Hogan, and he took off a bunch of tape and choked out Hogan with it. Which Bret Hart match did they take that wrist tape spot from? Bret Hart and wrist tape spot. I don't remember. I didn't catch what they were doing there with MJF. unless he's talking about the finish, the wrist tape finish. But the finish with Brett and Bigelow was like a chair shot, and Bigelow pinned him after his top rope headbutt.
New spicy lovers pizza from Pizza Hut. So good with this spicy marinara sauce and sliced red chili. It's like a roundhouse kick to the taste buds. And don't be bashful with the fiery flakes. The new spicy lovers pizza. Get it before it's gone. Going on.
Yeah, I saw the Sami Zayn Jackass stuff. That was great. Sammy's the best. I love him. You know, in a lot of ways, you know, it sounds weird, but I'm kind of happy he stayed with WWE. Because he can be a goof there. And I like seeing Sami Zayn as a goof.
Our main event continues here on AEW Dynamite. Chicago's own CM Punk and MJF still.
Yeah, there's definitely, I'm not going to agree with everybody leaving WWE. There's some guys, I'm like, yeah, I can see that why they stayed there. Kevin Owens surprised me, but now in hindsight, you know, maybe it is probably best for him. They have treated him well. He's another guy like Cole or AJ Styles who, if they ever leave, they got no reason to complain. There's Punk's springboard. Classic vintage Punk. It's so funny when this match started. We're like, no way is this match going to go to the top of the hour. But it is. With the restart, it is. And what I like about this is this isn't something that I would have seen coming tonight. Did any of us have a 45-minute match on our fucking Dynamite bingo card tonight between these two guys? No, a lot of us were questioning if the match was even going to happen, much less go on for nearly half of the entire show. Anything can happen on AEW Dynamite. Vince voice. Oh, of course, Seth Rollins needs not ever leave WWE. Seth should be WWE for life. He's another guy that has no reason to leave. And Punk's coming up hobbling a little bit. Oh, good stuff. Oh yeah, Sammy's the best. I want him to continue all his conspiracy theory stuff. I love it. Look at MJF stretching Punk a little bit. Is that a fucking clover leaf with the arm locked in? I don't even know what you call that. It's something. Excalibur, what is that called? It's half clover leaf, half something else. Shut up. Oh, STF. Yeah, his hand is still busted. That was from when MJF stomped it on the table. I like that they're selling the injuries from 20 minutes ago. This is great. Oh, they're going to do the bridge. They did it. I didn't think they'd get the bridge done. That's such a hard thing to pull off. Oh, see, yeah, so Punk's got the busted wrist and the knee. I like this match. It's kind of old school. And it's good for MJF. He's going to get to say he worked 45 minutes with CM Punk on national TV. Or cable TV. But these days, cable is national. Who the fuck doesn't have cable? I think these days, if anybody can't get any of these channels, it's by choice. It's pretty easy to see cable these days.
beat Darby Allin with that side headlock takeover. And that was, of course, after the Dynamite Diamond ring to the face of Darby.
Punk fighting and fighting, trying to get
Nice. Oh, face first.
barbecue sauce in that middle turnbuckle. Ooh, buddy. That was a hard face shot that MJF has got to restore his injury.
What I didn't see. What did Harlan tweet?
For CM Punk, because we saw his leg give out when he went for the GTS, but also the damage to the left arm. Punk likes to use that Anaconda Vice finishing hold, and I'm not sure he'd be able to apply it with all the force.
And I don't think it really fits into this angle at all. But I still think maybe at the end here, you got to have some Pinnacle members running out, and somebody should save Punk. Nobody saved him last week. Remember, MJF sat on him and whooped his ass and all that stuff. I think this week Punk should get saved.
Really has been adversely affected.
MJF with a kick to the kneecap.
MJF knows everywhere to go. All the bad parts, the injured parts, look at Punk right back. Punk saying, I just want to help my left arm was helping.
Punk winds up.
And it could just be something stupid like Darby and Sting, but I think something awesome like Moxley and Danielson could be good.
He's going to gain any unfair advantage that he can, of course. Haymaker. Right hand by CM Punk.
But Punk, he didn't clear all the way. He landed on his own head, too. Sheer desperation by CM Punk. That was unbelievable.
Boy, it would be a heartbreaker if this thing ends in a count out.
Nope. 2 count.
See that again. Let's take a look. And what we saw just moments ago from another angle.
Shout out to the fan in the front row with a little tiny sign. Just enjoy wrestling. It's kind of like my theme. I'm like, can people please just for 1 second shut the fuck up and just enjoy wrestling? Is it possible? Is it possible to shut the fuck up and enjoy wrestling? For wrestling Twitter, no, it's not. But for us, maybe it is. The Briscoes could save Punk. That's true. I have not seen how Keith Lee looks now. He's got some new selfie out. Is he looking good? Is he looking fly? Fine? Dope? Fresh? He probably is. I'd be looking fresh too if I was with Mia Yim.
Man, he just collapsed.
Well, that's funny. Let me look up Harland and perhaps retweet that. Does he go by Harland on Twitter?
That neck injury.
Young man from Long Island has found himself in very deep water because I'm guessing.
Oh, look. He's looking for the salt of the earth. That Fujiwara armbar.
Oh, that's hilarious. Good for you, Harland. See ya, Spanky.
Chop block to the front of the knee.
Call the doctor.
I'm telling you, I hate this guy with all my heart, but I'm digging this freaking match. Ooh, high roundhouse kick misses.
Oh, yeah, Andy Linnell. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, let's plan on WrestleMania 10 for Sunday night. I will stick that link up tonight or tomorrow. I'll get on that right now. I'm going to be up here prior to then, probably Saturday for a podcast or something if I can, because we'll have some stuff to talk about. Big near fall there.
Never interfered with, never restrained. Not a good call there.
This match is crazy, man. We still got 12 minutes left in the show.
This is just a battle of wills in our main event.
Was not expecting it to even happen, much less keep going. Keith Lee rocking the gray, huh? Silver Fox. I like it. You guys can't tell on camera, but I got a lot of gray. Like if I grew my shit out, you'd see gray everywhere. So it happens to the best of us. It's happened to Punk. You can see it on his face too. What does he say? I don't know what they're saying. He can't see shit. What are they saying? I don't know what they're saying. Oh, eat this pizza? Is that what they're saying? Oh, Ramsberg, you missed the nut shot. First you missed the choking, and now this. And the feet on the rope for extra leverage. Punk still kicks out. What's going on, Kenny Williams and Christian Cruz? Good to see y'all. You'd rather have the Briscoes save Punk? Sure. No problem. But, oh, yeah. I was about to say, why would the Briscoes save Punk? FTR. That's why. I'll check out a Wrestle Talk video on YouTube every now and then. The one pops up on my feed. I like them. I like all the UK channels. They're good.
Pirated copies are sprouting up all over of a stolen celebrity's tape. Every second that passes, the tape could be spreading.
But yeah, I think based on the kind of the online angle that's going on right now, Briscoes probably make more sense than Mox and Danielson to come out and help Punk at the end. But are enough people in, is that enough? Debuting the Briscoes is awesome, but is that a show closing Dynamite segment in a big market type of debut to make? When you have names like Keith Lee and Karrion Kross and Bray Wyatt out there. I like the Briscoes and everything, but if you got a 40-minute main event between two guys who have never faced one of the biggest stars in the world right now, I'm not sure if the Briscoes would be big enough, to be honest. That's why I thought Mox and Danielson might make a little sense. Oh, Deshaun, appreciate the $2. What about a 20th anniversary of No Way Out 2002? Maybe. I kind of want to do WrestleManias all the way up until then. But I did do a review. I've already done a review maybe 2 years ago. I did No Way Out 2002, the debut of the NWO. It's on my channel now. Just search for it. But a watch-along, that might be tough to do because we're in WrestleMania mode now. But I remember that show well. It was blowing my mind that we were going to see the NWO in WWE. Could not believe it.
At Lowe's, you never have to be finished with your finishing touches. Aisles of ways to refresh and restyle.
Good one. Samoa Joe. That's a better one, JJ Leg. Although he's probably got some no. Well, shit, he's NXT though. That's a good point. I don't know if Samoa Joe only has a 30-day, then his 30-day is up. Oh, good point, Sonny Man. Punk's trunks are camouflage, and the Briscoes love camouflage.
Shopping for the game can be a minefield for young homeowners who have turned into their parents.
MJF knows Quicksilver. A man can't stand. He can't fight. That's true.
This is perfect. Jackpot, variety pack. Remember, it's a football game, not a play day. Roger that. One more slice.
It's like a man can't see. He can't fight. Well, then that'll be face contact. I'll be disqualified. What? He ran into your fist? Oh, Terry Silver. There's some rumors now for season 5 that Tori might be Mike Barnes' daughter. They did bring up Tori's dad in season 4 when her aunt confronted her and wanted her mom's disability money or whatever, and she mentioned her deadbeat dad or whatever. It's kind of a shame that Tori Nichols doesn't spell Nichols Nickel. Then you'd have Terry Silver and Tori Nichols. That would kind of be cool. But she might be Mike Barnes' daughter. Yeah, you'd think Joe would have 30 days, but you don't know for sure. I don't know. I guess it would be true because he was rehired as an NXT star. So, yeah, it could be him. Oh, Joe. Give me Samoa Joe. Let's put "or Joe" underneath the tweet I made about that. Or Joe.
Last week on Dynamite when MJF and the Pinnacle attacked CM Punk. That may be playing a role in Punk's inability to really.
But my Mox and Danielson idea makes a little bit of sense because of the way it opened the show. Like that was the first thing we saw, kind of a little foreshadowing, planting a little seed, and then coming out at the end. And Punk and Danielson and Mox standing tall in the middle. I don't know how that wouldn't work because then you'd have to turn MJF face. None of that would work. But it would be a cool visual. Wouldn't make a ton of sense, but I don't care. It's wrestling. The less sense it makes, the better a lot of times.
We didn't come this far. To end in a disqualification, MJF once again now returning his attack to that left arm of CM Punk.
Punk is biting MJF. Oh, God. Pedigree from the top rope? Or what is he going to do? Oh, my God. Or a Pepsi plunge? I like that Punk sold the knees. You got to come down on your knees to execute that move. I like that he's selling it, and he can't make the cover. Pedigree from the top. Pepsi plunge. I don't even remember when he did the Pepsi plunge. I don't even remember. I have no recollection of him doing the pedigree and calling it the Pepsi plunge. Was that pre-WWE? No, it wasn't. JR said it was 10 years. He must have been doing that maybe around the time he was feuding with Triple H or something. Summer of Punk? Is that when he was doing the Pepsi plunge? He pulled it off pretty well, too. Really good sell on the knee. How do y'all remember the Pepsi plunge and I don't?
It's amazing that CM Punk can remain vertical for any length of time whatsoever. It's amazing to me that he can stand and walk.
Can you do a Coke cross body? That might be fun. Maybe that top rope high cross he does can be the Coke cross body and then the Pepsi plunge. Oh, God. Oh, there's a victory roll. WWE made him change it. Oh, he did it in Ring of Honor prior to WWE? Okay. To me, it sounded like something he'd do when he was feuding with Triple H in like the 2012 deal, right? Or 2011, I mean. Macho Man elbow coming up. Well, I thought MJF was going for a counter. Wow. Near fall. You know, I got to hand it to these guys. This match started at about 18 minutes past the hour. And they've kept the fans interested the whole time. This is old school. And this is like the ultimate ride. You don't need 360 DDTs through 9 tables. You know, sometimes you just need, sometimes simpler is better. And this match has not by any means reinvented the wheel, but they've had some great spots. Oh, and there he goes. Powder's out. 17 years since he last did it. Jesus. Here comes Wardlow. What Wardlow should do is pick him up and chuck him in the ring. Wardlow chance, man. Come on, Wardlow. Chuck him in the ring. This is your chance. We knew Wardlow was going to play a role in this. Wardlow, Punk is there. MJF's on the ground, and Wardlow steps right over Punk. Or, I'm sorry, steps right over MJF and goes face-to-face with Punk. I think Wardlow's going to pick up MJF and throw him in the ring. Let's see if he does. Yeah, look, he's backing up. Oh, he's just backing up. Okay, he's not even going to do that. He's just going to let it happen. Let it happen naturally. Well, even though he did that, he still did buy MJF a ton of time. Punk's making sure Wardlow doesn't change his mind here. We got 2 minutes left in the show. Look out, Punk. How dumb can you be, Punk? You're a veteran. Oh, and he hit him with the diamond. Did he hit him with the diamond? Is he going to pick up the win? He is, isn't he? Yes. Yes. First loss. Excellent. Excellent. No issue with that whatsoever. Punk has to take his first loss, right? who better than some fucking early 20s future of the fucking business? Look at the Punk fans on the side there, shocked. Yeah, and then we'll run that back. Hell yeah. I love that. That was a good match. I loved everything about that. Oh, I didn't catch that. I completely missed Wardlow. Look at that slickness. That was a swerve and a half. As you kind of thought I kind of thought Wardlow didn't get what he wanted there, but he dropped that fucking ring to MJF. I didn't even see that the first time. That was fantastic. That was fantastic. And there lays Punk. Oh yeah, Wardlow was there, man. They continue to tell that Wardlow story with Punk. I mean, at some point, favor after favor for MJF is going to come back and bite him in the ass. So anyway, there we go. That was a pretty good Dynamite tonight. I liked it. It was kind of turned on its ear a bit with the last minute pulling of Brian Kendrick due to those Holocaust comments that resurfaced after 15 plus years or whatever prior to the show. And Tony Khan pulled him from the event. He has since apologized profusely for those comments. And he was replaced by Wheeler Yuta tonight. But Danielson and Mox kind of potentially formed an alliance at the end of that match. I thought they might even show their faces here during the CM Punk match. But great stuff with MJF. They began that match at about 20 past the hour. We got 40 minutes out of these guys. We got a restart after MJF won. Ref restarted the match, and you think it's just going to be a nod to Brett and Bigelow at King of the Ring 93, and Punk's going to come back and win. But no, MJF won again. So that means MJF's going to say on TV that he beat CM Punk twice. And that's awesome. Now you can run that match back at Revolution. You know, Punk can go over, but you still have MJF go down as the guy to beat CM Punk for the first time in AEW, and that's something pretty awesome. So great shit tonight. Loved every bit of it. I suppose we should, before I sign off here, we should at least mention the Shane McMahon stuff. I talked about that at the beginning of the watch along as well. Shane McMahon let go today by WWE. I guess quietly. He's gone from the company. This is right after all of the reports of him booking the Royal Rumble, booking himself in it, and even having a match planned for WrestleMania. We talked about how we had no interest in seeing anything like that here on the channel, but we like Shane McMahon, appreciate everything he did, but I certainly have no use for him in 2022. And now the report today is that he has gone from the company and things are getting real interesting in WWE land. So I might come up tomorrow with a mic drop talking about a little bit of this stuff and elaborate a little bit more, but I appreciate you guys being here for this watch along, one of the more interesting Dynamites that we've had. Despite the fact that it only had a few matches on it. And that main event, I was not expecting it to go nearly half of the show. MJF started his entrance at 13 minutes past the second hour. So that whole ordeal took about 47 minutes to complete, and that's pretty awesome. That's not something that you see every day, you know what I mean? So awesome Wednesday as usual. Chris Ludecki, before I get out of here, I'm going to hit you. Thank you for that super chat, man. Thanks so much, and thank you for the $5. I think they're dragging this Wardlow face turn out too long, that it's gotten to the point that people won't care when he turns. I don't know. Part of me thinks that, but I kind of liked what they did tonight. They made you think that Wardlow is now finally fed up. He went face-to-face with Punk, and he got out of the way. But he did that little slick move where he dropped the diamond, and now he's still with MJF. They certainly are dragging it out very long, but I don't know if it's necessarily too long. It might be perfect when it finally happens, because even though they're dragging it out a long time, it's certainly making it unpredictable, because you know he's going to turn, but you don't know when, and you don't know how. You know, they got pretty creative tonight. I've not seen many matches to where they do the restart and then the dude who, cheated to win won again. That's not normally when there's a restart like that, the babyface always wins. It's very formulaic. I'm glad they went in another direction here and gave us something that we weren't expecting to see. And I like that. Marcus, I saw a couple of people mentioning Kip Sabian was the one with the bag over his head. I didn't even catch that. I saw the fan, but I didn't realize that was him, and I didn't pay much attention to the comments either. But yeah, apparently that was Kip Sabian there in the front row. So funny. I'm going to talk about Rodrigo. I'm also going to talk about Nia Jax, but I have to hear that interview to discuss more about it. But yeah, I might come up here with a little news report or something. We'll knock some of this shit out. Otherwise, we'll be up here Saturday for the podcast. And this coming Sunday, we're going to watch WrestleMania 10 watch along. So I have not put that link up yet, but I will. Keep a lookout for that in the next day or two. Thumbs up button, smash that shit on your way out the door. And if you're not a subscriber, become one by smashing that button too. You guys have a great rest of your Wednesday evening, and I'll catch you either tomorrow or Saturday for some sort of video here on the channel. Y'all have a good night. Thanks again. Peace.